Yes, people, what are you saying? This is Ollie Bill from Pure Promos, and we're here today with episode 7 of Pure Wass with Emily Cousins.
Hi. I'm Emily Cousins. You can find me at @CousinsEmily on Instagram and @CousinsEmily on TikTok. That's what I'm doing at the moment.
Okay, so question 1, basically, tell us a little bit about who you are as an artist, where you're from, what you do, day to day, kind of.
I'm Emily. I'm Emily Cousins. I'm really grateful that I'm here. Thank you so much for having me. I from Surrey, was born in Surrey, was born in Epsom, so Greater London sometimes, depending on who you ask.
What, not Surrey or?
No, it depends on who you ask. But it's more Surrey. I don't want to cause any arguments.
Okay.
I mean, I spent a lot of my childhood in Spain, which I'm really grateful for. I've got family out there, dipped in between the two. I'd say that shaped me quite a lot as a person, the different cultures. And day to day, I'm working 9 to 5. Gotta make that bread.
Okay.
You know.
What are you doing 9 to 5 then?
I'm working for a luxury bedroom company.
Oi!
Yeah, no.
So my bed's sorted then,
yeah. Listen, I can hit you up.
Okay.
No, they're really lovely, and I'm having a really good time. But that gets me Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
That helps me live my life financially, but then everything else, all my other time is music.
Okay, let's talk about your other time then.
Yeah.
So your other time, what are you kind of doing with your spare time? So you're finishing 9 to 5, like you said, on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So what are you doing in that spare time?
I am. Don't ask my mum, but sometimes I'm napping. But
Don't tell mums yet because she's napping, but it's serious grind out here.
You're making music. I sing all the time. I find all the best places in my house possible for the acoustics.
Name some.
Garage, my bathroom, garage. Where else? The kitchen. My God.
Kitchen.
And my mum's like my biggest supporter. My family are all incredible. So she's singing with me all the time.
And so are we at Pure. We're bigger supporters as well. Come on.
100%. You'd love my mum. She'd be vibing with all of us. And we make up lots of joke songs as well when we're like opening the fridge. Like we'll remix some like Stevie Wonder songs about like what's in the fridge.
Real quick.
Shit. Okay.
I just called to get the ketchup.
Hey, you don't even
there we go. I was there already.
I love that. My mum was so proud. I guess in my spare time, I'm writing music, I'm creating, I'm drawing, I'm pissing everybody off because I
doing what you want to do.
Yeah, no, I take things too far as well. You know when you have a joke and you think like the joke isn't over, but the joke's over, and like people are like, can you just stop? Yeah. So that's what I'm doing most of the time.
That's cool. So talking about writing and stuff. Yeah. So as a songwriter, kind of singer, so what are you kind of writing? Where's that kind of passion and inspiration coming from? Where'd you find it?
Every day. I think lots of childhood stuff I write about. I write about trials, tribulations, some traumas, because I think that's sometimes, I know it's cliche, but it's genuinely, for me, the best way. Yeah, it's relatable. People can connect to it, but it's also the best way for me to express some of the shit that you keep in and that sometimes you can't talk about, or sometimes you can't express or manifest physically, you know? They say like your stomach is your second brain. If you hold too much shit in, like it manifests physically, you get sick.
So you're expressing yourself a lot through your music right now?
A lot. Okay. But I do find inspiration every day, so I'm a very spontaneous person. I think, you could get hit by a bus tomorrow. Don't be afraid to tell somebody how you feel. Don't be afraid to grab that thing that you want to grab. I think it's so every day I'm trying to find inspiration, and every day I'm doing things that make me want to keep that momentum in my life, to keep going, to keep trying, keep exploring. So I think my writing process is quite explorative. I found my inspiration in that. So you find your motivation through all the kind of life situations that you've been through, and you're kind of relaying that on the people, and they're kind of relating to that as well. So. I hope so. I'm a very sensory person. Like I love to taste food, I love to try new wine, I love to try new things. So lots of my stuff will be almost maybe a little bit sensual. Like I'll talk about things that are really intimate, because I think that as me as a person, I like to be intimate with the people I love. And
you like to touch those kind of places, basically.
I do, for sure. And I'd like just have fun.
And as an artist, I think, you should as well, you know?
I think people are too afraid sometimes to connect, to really be vulnerable, to ask for that vulnerability back. I think people hold up a lot of walls, and we've all been there. I've had, I think it comes to a process as you grow up. You let those walls down a bit more. You learn how to just say, fuck it, just be a bit more vulnerable. I'm not going to be afraid to
tell you what I think.
Exactly, in beautiful ways, but also like I think honesty is really important. So.
And that must be a real nice kind of break for you to kind of express that through your music and stuff, and get that, you know, off your chest.
For
so
sure.
how does that feel, you know, when you come to the booth and stuff like that, and how does that feel when you kind of get all that kind of stuff off you?
Honestly, I know, again, cliche, I couldn't put it into words. Like, I'm a huge advocate for mental health and talking about mental health. Massive mental health fan myself. And I know you are,
Yeah, I mean, I don't like to push it too much. I don't want to get in people's faces and stuff, but I feel like it's definitely a subject that we should talk about a lot more.
100%. We need to completely... I think it's bizarrely, like, it's more socially acceptable for a woman to cry than a man to cry. And
exactly. So how can we say that's not real, really, is it?
No.
When someone's just because you're a man you can't cry, or
it's absolute bullshit. If the whole gender construct, because if you feel that, if you are a man and you feel like you can't cry, then I'm not saying the feelings are bullshit. Your feelings are 100% valid, and I back you. But it's really horseshit that we've been raised in such a way to feel that way. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So when I get into the booth and when I do write some stuff and when I do sing, it's that alleviation of like weight. It's like we've all suffered with our mental health from time to time. Let's not pretend that we don't. Every single person does, and it's relative. Every single person does, regardless of what level it is. Everybody navigates that every day.
It's about time we started accepting it
100%.
and appreciating where people come from.
100%.
And I'm definitely with you on that one. I mean, I know a few people that have, you know, suffered from it. I do it from time to time. We all have our bad days, you know what I'm saying? But I think we're very, very lucky to be able to express ourselves in a certain way we do.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit more about how it kind of relieves you a little bit more with the mental health and stuff like that. We'll stick on that subject for a little minute. In that position that you're in, obviously you have a platform to kind of levitate your voice, you know what I'm saying, and get rid of the thoughts that you're having and stuff like that. So how would you say that, you know, other people can kind of tune in with what you're doing right now?
I hope that in what I'm singing about, whether it be I'm singing with my eyes closed to somebody else's song that I connect to, or whether I'm singing one of my own, I hope people can listen and go, I feel that. Like I feel she's authentic. What she's singing about, that's not forced. Like I can feel that means something to her. Therefore, I'm in tune, and actually I can connect to that in myself. So I can listen, and maybe I can alleviate my stresses by just banging this on it, however loud.
And hoping that they'll relate as well.
Yeah, and I think whether you relate or not, sometimes just the frequency of listening to a fucking vibe, like listening to a track that you
Trust
love.
me, it's a different sensation when you're vibing it, and you're boom. Doesn't matter who the track came from.
Exactly.
It matters what the words are spoken and stuff like that. So,
100%.
So going back to that tune, so we'll go back to Pure Sessions that we just did recently. You'll see that soon. Come on.
I'm so excited.
So obviously with the Pure Sessions stuff, obviously you picked a specific tune. And I know you came later on as well, so you had literally 48 hours to deal with the tune and what you're going to pick. So you obviously picked it for some specific reason. So tell me why you picked that tune in particular.
Do you know what? It was by an artist called Soooo, and I resonate with her massively on a musicality
By the
level.
way, the tune fucking bangs.
Doesn't it? Big up Soooo.
This whole week I've been singing the same song. I didn't even know who it was by until then. But
she has those powers, man. She's amazing.
Trust me.
The musicality side of her music I really resonate with, because you can hear her influences have been sort of similar to mine, I'd say. Like she references an album by Stevie Wonder in the song, and Stevie Wonder's one of my biggest influences from my childhood. Like my parents brought me up with the dopest music, like honestly they're the fucking best. Like
Stevie was always there,
always on, every time, Hotter Than July, like all that shit. Honestly, Steve, I can't even, like I would almost go as far to say like artists like Stevie Wonder have saved my life, because growing up, when you have those influences in your blood from being this big,
you tune so small, basically,
when they get played, you're like, you can it's an escapism, right? So when you're going through your shit, you put that shit on and it takes you to a place that feels safe, feels whole, feels...
So you kind of wanted to take people to a different kind of place.
Exactly, and in that song, it's called I Want You Around, and she talks about...
It was a screamer. By the way, you best know, man, tune in, Pure Vocals, Trust me, so it was an absolute banger though still. I was playing it in my head for the next 4 days at least. And yours as well, Mr. Huff. don't think you got away with it. Now acting like man right now. but no, honestly, it was a beautiful track, and I'm so glad you picked it. But
I mean, the things she talks about, like mainly because it's called I Want You Around, it's like the intimacy of just like
something that was coming from your heart, basically.
Yeah. And like we spoke about earlier, the honesty, the vulnerability, being real, just saying how you feel. Like that's what she's singing about. She's saying, I want you around. Like I don't necessarily want to kiss you. I just want to feel you. I just want to be with you. It's
that presence.
Yes.
And that comfort. And
not being
vibe,
afraid to tell that.
100.
Not being afraid.
So on the back of that, then, so going forward with music you're creating, obviously I'm expecting big things now. So obviously we're gonna go back to in studio. What's your message? What are you gonna relay? What's coming up in the future?
Damn, I've been collaborating with a friend of mine, Tom Herman. He is the one. He's the safest guy. He's sweet. He is doing his masters at the moment, and we were collaborating on some stuff. His tracks, but wanted me to like lay a track on top, sing vocals, and write exactly. And I had so much fun. And that wasn't necessarily for myself. That was more for him. But in a selfish way, I learned so much from that.
Not selfish at all. We all learn off each other, I think.
Right, exactly. Pushing yourself out your comfort zone, trying things you're not used to. So right now, my sort of up and coming is explorative. I want to be like a child. I want to touch, I want to play, I want to feel, and I don't want there to be any sort of preconceived ideas of I can do that on a track, I can't do that on a track. I want to play.
You want to exploit all options.
All options. And I want to almost like self-discover. That sounds but it's true. Not at all. This is exactly what WASS is about. Exactly. We're all about self-exploratory right now, and I think as we are standing right now, you know, the more you can express is the more that the people that are listening can express. Do you know what I mean? And like you said with that track, that it resonated with you, and it held a place in your heart. And trust me, much for me as well. I didn't even know the tune until you sang it, like I said. But definitely it definitely hit me in that place. And it wasn't obviously me and Beth as well. Like me and Beth, we were singing it all week, you know. And it was kind of right. You stop singing it, and I'll stop singing it. All right, I'll stop singing it if you stop singing it. So it was kind of like that, but it sank in, you know. And I think your tone and your vocal and stuff like that, I mean, I'm not going to wash you too much, but we are on WASS, so we're going to do it. But I think push that message, man, and I think hats off to you, do you know what I mean? I think you're doing a great job, and you haven't even started your, you know, kind of solo career, so when it gets going, obviously it's going to be a big thing. So. Bro, that means so much.
No, not
honestly, everyone at Pure have made me feel, like you say, at Pure Sessions I had 48 hours before, maybe less even, getting ready.
I think we actually called about 2:30 on the Saturday before the Sunday. So you literally had 24 hours to kind of, you know, figure out what you're doing.
But immediately,
well, like I said,
you made me feel so at home, guys. I'm so grateful. Like everyone at Pure, you can wass us up as much as you want. You can fucking blow smoke up our asses, but genuinely, it all comes from like the maker's hands. You've put this together. You put you put that session on, and you controlled the vibe. You made everyone feel so at home. You made everyone feel like a unit. We've never met, and it was honestly like I could do this eyes closed. Just be with me. It was easy. So thank you.
We all do it together, man. We all do it together, and it is about everyone. And I want everyone to know that it is about everyone. You know, I can't be there standing on one day. Do you know what I mean? But it has to be about everyone.
It feels like that, honestly. That message that you're trying to convey with all of us, that we get that it's a family.
Yeah, exactly. My family. Brick it up, back row G. Come on, come on. So, obviously, talking inspiration-wise, obviously Stevie Wonder was a massive inspiration for you. If we were to say, you know, who would you be able to sing with on the back of an opening for a set or something? Who would you like back to back with vocally?
What dream artist?
Dream artist out of anywhere in the world.
It would be the most unbelievable dream come true to share the stage with Jhené Aiko.
Jhené Aiko, that is a banger as well, actually.
She's my...
Ratings.
Yeah.
When she came out with Drake, I think she came out with Drake on one of Drake's first tours in London. And he came out the weekend as well, on the same day.
Shit.
So he came out with Jhené Aiko, and boy to boy, I didn't go there, but my sister did, and she told me it was a massive.
She's like my favourite
Unreal artist.
But also as a human being, like, I'm just,
She's pushing that positive message, right?
And she uses a lot of healing energies and healing vibrations in the recordings of her music, because her message, she feels, well, I don't want to speak out of turn, but I feel like I know her. She's just, I feel like I could. She's incredible. If I could spend some time with her
and learn, for real.
Yeah.
Summer Walker kind of on the same kind of energy as well.
I think,
feel. Positive energy, vegetarian, vegan. Actually, I think. Big
Summer
up.
Walker, she's mad, and she also runs like another Instagram page called Galactic War, and I love her. She's amazing. She's jokes. But yeah, Janae Aiko. If I could share the stage with anyone, it would probably be her. She's like.
That's sick. That's sick. Okay, so there's only one more question for you, really. Okay. Run the rhythm. You know what it is. Mr. Thought of the Day. Here we go. So, on the spectrum of things, are men more trash or are women more trash?
I think it completely depends on the person. You cannot say.
Your opinion. Tell the people.
My opinion.
Men or women? Are they more trash? Yes or no?
I can't pick either. If you're a dickhead, you're a dickhead. It doesn't matter.
She's getting out the software again, like, every time.
I think it completely depends on who you are. I think none of this trash talking on men are trash. None of this trash talking on women are trash. You can't blanket shit like that. If people are trash, they need to fucking be educated and treat people better and learn their shit.
So fuck the gender. If you're trash, you're trash.
If you're safe, I'm vibing. If you're trash, I don't care about your genitals.
You're done at
just trash.
Yeah, you're done. There we go. Okay, massive thank you. That's the end of episode 7, Pure Wass with @Emily Cousins. You've been a vibe, so thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. I've had the best time. Thank you.